So in today's video, I have something kind of interesting. Today, we are going to be installing Windows fundamentals for Legacy PCs. Now, most people have never heard of this. So what this version of Windows is it's a very stripped down version of Windows XP's Service Pack 3. And it was meant so users of like Windows 98 and ME computers that were out of support at the time, so they could get the latest updates with a stripped down version of the latest version of Windows. Now, you couldn't actually go out into a store and buy this. I believe this was like through like OEMs, I think. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know. Either that or my guess. I actually don't know. It may have something to do with maybe it's like phone ordered or something. Like you call up a number and they'll send you a copy. I'm not sure, but so yeah, we're gonna power on the virtual machine. Now the boot screen does say Windows XP, and there it says Windows fundamentals for legacy PCs. And another thing you may have noticed, it doesn't go to that MS-DOS style setup. It just boots straight into a graphical user interface. It says, "Welcome to Windows Fundamentals for Legacy PCs Setup. This wizard helps you set up Windows Fundamentals for Legacy PCs." To continue, click Next. Now here's the end user license agreement, and this is very short. It's really, really short, surprisingly. We accept and next. Now, there's a whole ton of options. You can set up Windows on this computer. You can connect to a remote desktop session, and then there's interactive mode and attended mode. That's all fine because I don't have like an answer file or anything. So all these settings work just fine for me. And here's the product key. I have not thought this part through. I don't think I have a product key anywhere, so I'm going to see if I can go on the internet and find one. I'll be right back. So I found this product key on the internet. Hopefully this one works. JWTG2 3CB49 QKWCW R9DW9 MCJMQ. And that one works. So good. Alright. Default input language, time zone, and standards and formats. That is all perfectly fine for me. Adjust that depending on your location and your preferences. Now here, there was a lot of options. So you could have minimum configuration, which basically installs the bare minimum of everything. Typical configuration, just the regular stuff, and then all components, and then custom configuration. Now I have a 40 gig virtual hard disk file, so we're going to go with the full installation, which is 1151 megabytes, which is a little bit over a gigabyte. And now here we can format the disk right in here where it says unpartitioned space 40 gigs. And yeah, let's format it and we'll install on that. We're going to use the NTFS file system. There's no other option, so why is there a drop down box? Yeah, all this is fine. Let's change the volume label to like FLP. Let's go with that. We'll perform quick format and next. Now here we're going to type in the name and organization. Now here, this is where they're going to ask you to type in a computer name and password. So I'm going to name it Windows-FLP. And I'm going to type in my password. Oh. Okay. There we go. I got that error because the password I typed in doesn't have any capital letters in it. So that happens sometimes. Usually in the corporate versions of Windows, the consumer editions allow you to do it, but the corporate versions don't. Yeah, this is fine, so we'll hit next. That's fine too. And now here it is finalizing setup. It says, you are now ready to install Windows fundamentals for Legacy PCs. Review the following settings to ensure that they are correct. You selected the following settings. This is all settings I've chose. I actually kind of like this. I think this is cool. I wish all versions of Windows did this. So now we're going to click install, and it is just taking off right now. And yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back at the next portion of setup, so stay tuned for that. And now here it says setup will restart the computer in 7 seconds. Well, I'll just click reboot now. Now it's running the first boot agent. I've never heard of that. I've noticed that FLP has a bit of an older style of setup, not the more modern XP style user-friendly setup. So it's more like the Windows NT version, but this is like for I believe this was mostly used in the corporate market. I don't believe you could actually go purchase this. I heard like OEM licenses, but then again, this is for computers that couldn't run XP. So maybe they only gave this out to businesses or something, or maybe you could buy this, and maybe what it did was it gave you like an OEM key and all that. So I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah. after all that time, we are finally able to log into Windows. So this is a virtual machine, so I'm going to use Control-Alt-Insert. And now here it's actually asking for username and password. So I believe I can just type in Nathan and then the password. Could not log me on. So maybe it's administrator I need. There we go. That glorious Windows XP start chime. Now, a few things I've noticed already. This start menu is ridiculously short. I don't like it. That makes me uncomfortable. And another thing I've noticed, I don't know if this is a mistake, but the recycle bin icon is the one from Windows ME and Windows 2000. So I'm gonna bump up the resolution. I believe I can set the color depth to high. And 1920 by 1080. There we go. Oh, and then as I do that, the recycle bin icon is the new one. That's weird. I'm not going to bother installing VMware tools right now because it works okay without it. Oh, come on. Oh. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like down below if you did, and if you want to see more videos from me, definitely consider subscribing. And I've realized I've made a mistake. In the start of this video, I said this was Service Pack 3. This is actually Service Pack 2, because this was before Windows Vista was released, and Service Pack 3 was released in 2008, about a year after Vista was released. So this is probably upgradable to Service Pack 3, but I don't know, actually. Maybe I could do that in a future video, I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, comment, share with your friends, and if you want to see more videos from me, definitely consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, take care, stay awesome, and stay safe. Talk to you later. Bye.